Dating is not what it used to be. It really is not. If you've been dating and you're not quite sure if you should pause, pivot, then this video definitely is for you. Okay? I'm going to outline 3 ways for you to know that it's actually time for you to pause and to take a step back from dating. Let's go ahead and start off with number one. It has become your main focus. If dating has been your main focus and priority to where you're no longer doing things that you used to do, like taking care of your responsibilities, you're not hanging out with your friends no more, you're not hanging out with your family no more. You've said, hey, I don't have time to read that book that I just started. If it has become your main focus, then it is definitely time for you to pause and take a break. The reason I say this is because when all that energy has shifted, right, and your main priority has been dating, when things don't work out, some of us just have a hard time, right? Then it's, heartbreak, then it's sadness, which I know sometimes is a part of it, and right, and meeting your person. But then we try to shift and go back to hanging out maybe with the family or the friends or do the things, and it's hard, right? It is hard because you've given your 100% into dating where it may have become your main focus. So, what I have to say to that is try to have a balance, right? When you are dating, try to have a balance and do not give up completely who you are. Actually, at all. Don't give up who you are as a person. So try to keep your identity. That's extremely important. Number two, if you no longer feel at peace when you're dating, then it is time for you to pause and to give it a break. If the person you've been texting, messaging, talking to, dating, right, has not gotten back to you and you notice that you're feeling anxious or frustrated, tired, mad, your peace is disturbed, you can't sleep at night, then it is definitely time for you to pause and take a break. Trust me when I say it is not worth it. It is just not worth it, okay? Dating is not worth your peace. Lastly, number three, it is no longer fun. Yes, I said it. Dating is supposed to be fun. Like where did we get off, right? On the wrong foot to where it is no longer fun. Isn't that crazy? Like we become so hyper vigilant on finding the right person to where it almost becomes like science or math, right? Or something so difficult when really it should feel effortless and easy. So if you got into a place where you're like, you know what, someone asked me on a date, I've dated them, I've gone on another date, that one didn't work out, I just feel like exhausted. I don't even have it in me. I don't even feel like getting dressed up this weekend. I'd rather stay in the bed. I'd rather, I don't know, curl my hair, twiddle my thumbs, then it's time. It is definitely time for you to pause and take a break. Keep in mind, when I say pause and take a break, it is not because I am trying to poo poo on dating. I actually think that dating is actually really, really healthy. It's healthy, right? It's a healthy part of life. And some would argue that is actually necessary in order for you to find your person. What I am saying to you, though, is you might not actually be ready for it, or you're not really ready for your dating season, or it's not time for your dating season, and you may be trying to force something that is just not for you at this time. Maybe the universe is trying to send you, or your higher power is trying to send you a signal that it is time for you to shift, take a step back, and for you to focus on yourself, focus on your family, your craft, your community. Through those activities, you are going to experience and notice a shift. And trust me when I say, if dating does not become easier for you at that point, or your person does not eventually walk into your life, I'd be extremely surprised. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it, but I'm a firm believer that we attract who we are. If you're living in a state of chaos, right, or you have a lot going on, you might also attract someone who's living in a state of chaos and has a lot going on. So take a look in the mirror, sis, right? It might actually be time for you to pause and reflect. With that being said, I'll leave you guys with those 3 tips. I'll go ahead and review them again. Here they are. First one is dating has become your main focus and priority, and you stop prioritizing yourself. Excuse me. Second one is it has disturbed your peace. Dating has definitely disturbed your peace. You're not happy anymore. It is not enjoyable. Time to pause, pivot. Lastly, number three, it is no longer fun. If you've reached this point, it is time to pause and take a break. All right. So if you've enjoyed those tips and learning more about relationships, maybe you're thinking about, should you date again? Should you get back out there? Should you pause? Maybe you're not even experiencing any of this and you're in a relationship and you're not quite sure if that's the one for you. Please like and subscribe, and also stay tuned for my next video because I am actually going to be unpacking that. I'll be unpacking that one a little bit more. All right. Thanks for watching.